Hi, beautiful Leo. Welcome to New Era. My name is Emma. Leo, this is your love reading. Starting here today, I've set the time frame towards the middle or end of June until the middle of end of July of 2021. I want to start off to just say I do apologize that it has taken so long to get back to you. My little boy was sick for quite some time and now we're all healthy and well again. Thank you so much for the comments in the community section. That is really beautiful. So thank you guys a lot. So love for Leo. I'm going to start with an overall message here and then go deeper and deeper into it. And wow. So we're starting with the dragon. So this seems to be the bottom line here. The dragon for me is about having courage, reclaiming your own courage, feeling like you are somebody that has the confidence or the worthiness to move forward with whatever it is that you want. The dragon can also show up when you need a little bit of a push, a little bit of a nudge. The dragon comes out to sort of say, like, you can do it, you can go. You seem to stir up a lot of emotion right now, so we're going to see what this is all about. And then next to it comes out it's interesting because both for Gemini and Cancer, I already done Gemini and Cancer here today, and there's a thread here that talks about coming into the golden age for sure. The difference though in the other cards I've had is that we've had a blue phase, the little bit more naive, starting afresh in this world, and then the next phase is green, which is all about the healing. This is a little bit different for you, Leo, because it's a purple phase. So the purple phase for me is all about the spiritual growth. So we can call healing a spiritual growth. We can call the spiritual growth healing, right? It's vice versa, but it has been more focused. Like the more, I'd say people going into healing work don't necessarily awaken. Does that make sense? You can heal yourself, but you can stay put exactly where you are in your mindset, but you can heal a lot. You can come to a lot of revelation, but you don't necessarily climb higher. If you do the spiritual work, you automatically heal. I'd say I can spend a week talking about it and discussing what I mean about that, but I just feel like you've been on a very spiritual path here, and in the evolvement of that, in the awakening of that, there's a lot of healing that has taken place. And the most significant thing now is that we're coming into, it feels like this is left behind. The blue, the naive, the startup is left behind, and where the spirituality is leaning on or towards the golden era, the golden phase, the golden age. So there's a lot like coming in together, like a spiritual and a golden age, very, very intertwined. A lot of butterflies there on the golden phase, golden age, which talks about transformation. And it comes out together with opportunity knocks. And I just see a vast, like so many different ways of choosing your life right now. There's so many opportunities knocking at your door, but it's also like, it doesn't just stay with one life, choosing all of these different opportunities. It feels like you have an opportunity to choose all these different paths, all these different realities almost. So we're going to see what all of this is about. The dragon, the transformation, spiritual transformation leading to this golden age. Therefore, having a lot of new opportunities coming in. Still a love reading, so apply it to however that fits for you, Leo. So dragon, why is a dragon here for Leo, please? Why is a dragon here for Leo? Already have two cards, but it feels like there should be one or almost two. One. There you go. Yeah, turning the page for sure. So we have Ten of Michael, saying thank you and goodbye. We have 3 Raphael. Your ship is coming in. There's a lot of celebrations. And we're turning the page when it comes to love and manifestations. So this is the clarification of the dragon. So I said, like, you might need a little push. You might need, the dragon comes out to give you a little nudge when it's time to move forward. It's also you reclaiming your power. You're reclaiming your courage, your bravery. So there is a situation that has ended for you. Ten of Michael all speaks about a completion, how we've ended, and with all these, like the face, moving on from phase to phase, having all these different phases, but also like periods in your life, makes you move forward now and saying goodbye completely to something old. I also see like further, I haven't seen that before. There's like a little tree happening down here. And a little bit like in the shadow, in the shade, it's almost like a season thing. We're leaving behind seasons. Like, it's not just, that's what I mean with it's not, you're not just leaving behind a relationship or a job or a belief system. You're leaving it all. There's a completion here. The blue face completely over. The blue face completely over. On the bottom it says, a situation has ended and you are finally free. New opportunities for happiness will now follow. Put the past behind you. You're stepping out of something here, which makes your ship come in. Reasons to celebrate. A community of friends, happy announcements regarding relationships or children. So this is, I feel like this is something that you've been waiting for. You're stepping into this most beautiful place, this most beautiful new beginning for you. A lot of healing there with Raphael and a green border. Healing of the heart. There's a mermaid here that has a green bottom. She has a green bottom. So there's a lot that speaks about healing, even healing trauma. I was going to say healing the past, but then like the word trauma shows up in my head. So healing of trauma and move forward. So it's like the courageousness here is about you having the courage and the guts to really move away from an old paradigm altogether. And then we have Page of Ariel. So the page for me is like literally turning the page. We're turning the page in love, and we're turning the page in terms of, Ariel is all about love and manifestations for me. So in the way that you've manifested before, we're turning the page on it. So either you're going to manifest in a new way, and you're also going to manifest new things, if that makes sense. And also turning the page when it comes to love. You're going to see something new that is entering into your life. If this is a love relationship that you're looking for, it's going to show up in a new form, in a new version. Page also comes with new energy and can bring a lot of messages. Beautiful. Why is the opportunity knocks here for, well, both of them basically. Friendship. We do the shifting and opportunity. So I read out the word friendship. I didn't mention anything about that. I just mentioned like moving into different phases, like coming from the blue to the purple to the gold. And here comes 5 of Ariel. So whatever has been stagnant when it comes to love, whatever has been stagnant when it comes to you manifesting the stuff that you want to manifest in your life, this is talking about like you can reach out to others and ask for help. And this, yeah, with my son just being ill, and he was really bad there for a bit. He was not doing well. He had really a lot of trouble breathing. I'm not going to revisit that energy again. I clog up in my throat as I start to talk about it. Very interesting. So I have this group in Sweden, this Swedish group, and I reached out to the group at one stage because I recognized it because he has had this once before when he was 8 months old. And he's now just past 3 years, and it started to happen again. And I reached out to this group and just asked for help. And that's just something that I just never do. I just never do. But it was not for me, it was for him. So the fact that this is coming out, I mean, this is just something, I feel like it's opening up for a lot of people right now. And it's interesting because I feel like the Leo sign itself is seeping in. I don't know if you noticed this, guys, but the Leo sign, and being a Leo, maybe you haven't noticed it as much as somebody else. Like I would say Scorpio, Taurus it is what comes to mind first now. There's been a lot of Leo influence, or like the sign of Leo, that has sort of started to seep in everywhere. And it's not like the Leo is the Leo, it's the characteristics of the Leo sign, like being power, being strength, being brave, being the sun, being led by the sun, being completely in your heart, so that sort of resonates with so many people. So it feels like the Leo sign is starting to seep in everywhere. And you can also Leo have started to resonate with some other sign that is just completely outside of your own. There's no sun or moon or, anything in your chart that says that you should go listen to Sagittarius, and yet you've such a pull into Sagittarian readings. And I don't want to stop there. I don't want to stop in these zodiac signs at all, to be honest. But there's something about it, like opening up now, that you could actually listen to each and every one of these readings, and they would benefit you somehow. They would resonate with you somehow, because they're becoming collective, is what I'm feeling. Where did I start with this? Right, that the friendship thing, to reach out, that I see more and more that we're put in situations right now. So maybe you recognize yourself in this, Leo. There's a situation here that is just telling you that you don't have to go through it alone. And maybe this is a little bit towards the past, that you didn't need to go through something alone. There's an opportunity for you to reach out to your friends that will help you through any situation. If this was a past love relationship that you wanted to, or reached out to your friends, or if this is like whatever situation this is for you, it is telling you that what is going to help you move forward, what is going to help us as a collective to move forward right now, is to start to reach out to one another and start to not deal with your own stuff on your own, because we're not that individual anymore, if that makes sense. In a way, we're becoming more individual than we've ever been before, because we're starting finally to listen to our own truth, to our own real authenticity. And at the same time, we're going more and more towards like one love, one non-duality, like have it be no separation. So there's so many layers going on here simultaneously. What this is saying is that you don't have to go through it alone. You can reach out and build these friendships right now. And it might not even be with old friends or friends that you haven't had ever. This could just be that your soul tribe are starting to show up for you. But yeah, this is very much overcoming obstacles, great opportunity for change when it comes to love and when it comes to manifesting the things that you want. And you can reach out to get the help you need for that. You're stepping into this King of Gabriel, generous, inspirational, dramatic, and driven. Isn't that very much Leo? Generous, inspirational, dramatic, and driven. And he's having this lion medallion around his neck, so it's very suiting. On the bottom it says, keep your eyes on the big picture. Leave the details to others, or the angels, I would say. Experience that leads to success. Genuine concern for others. So for me, this is like very much opening up your heart, starting to feel empathetic for a lot of people around you, and yet staying on your own throne, like staying in your own lane, staying true to who you are. I see this soulmate journey playing out here as well. Like it has been uneven. Whatever has been going on in the past, it has been an uneven relationship, if that makes sense. The dynamics in the relationship hasn't been balanced. And it's sort of just showing me that is a fact. But you're coming into your own. You're sitting back in your throne, very dragon-like, sitting back in your throne, reclaiming your throne, and that's why I say it's a dragon, like feeling your bravery, feeling your power and strength there again. The king for me is the highest possible energy around a person, and Gabriel is all about healing the inner child. Having the inner child come out and play, let yourself be curious and adventurous and like wanting to be excited for your life again. And just a little bit more about because that feels like it's more about the friendship. So now let's do the opportunity knocks. I didn't have time to shuffle even. 9 and 0, yeah. 9 and 0. So 9 of Gabriel. So this is like where we go into unconditionally listen to that inner child, unconditionally having the child come out and play, and together with a leap of faith and coming full circle. There's something here so strongly that talks about just once and for all trusting the universe or God or your higher power, whatever phrase you want to use that feels the most comfortable for you, to finally just, because I'm being brought back to a situation, just as an analogy. And probably, Leo, if you have been in a situation that has been like, it didn't look good. But have you once, I mean, yeah, of course, there's been situations where you can feel like, yeah, it didn't go so well. No, it didn't go so well, but you didn't die either. And you were pulled out of the situation. And I'm brought to this memory of my own that I'm going to share with you quickly. Is that when I went for this car ride, I've been doing healing work at this place, and I was going home. I was very happy. I was very, like, I'd done healing work all day long. So I confused them. I thought, everything that went bad meant that I was out of alignment. In my world, what I consider this is a bad thing, this is happening now and it's a bad thing, I must be out of alignment. I must be not in connection with my higher power, or this thing would have not happened. It didn't make one bit sense to me, because I'd done healing work all day. From morning to night, all day I've been in connection. I go out and I sit in my car to go home to celebrate my son's, I think it was his 16th birthday. So playing music, being on fire, excited to get back home to him and have this party for him. It was not like a day that I was down and out. I was on cloud 9, okay? And I don't come too far, and it has become pitch black outside. If you know anything about Sweden or the north, you know that quickly in the wintertime it gets pitch black at like 4 p.m. It's like completely dark. And I just full frontal into a deer. Just full head on into this deer, and the whole car just, the front, just everything was just a wreck. Nothing happened with me. Absolutely nothing happened with me. And I swear, like, I'm on this is like out in the middle of nowhere. I have to go through these small woods to get out to the bigger street, so I'm completely alone out there, and therefore the deer feel free to just run however they want to. I mean, I can't promise that it took, because I don't fully know, because I was immediately in shock that this happened. But if there's a minute or two, there's a knock on my window, on my car window. So the actual knock actually scared me more than the actual, smashing into the deer. And I was like, oh, holy crap, somebody's knocking, and it was so dark. And I just like waved down I had an old car, and people may not even know what this is anymore. you just do this. There's this guy who just asked me if I need help. And I was like, where did he even come from? I didn't even see a car pull up behind me, or like, it just felt like he appeared out of nothing. And there he was, and he was like, do you need help? I was like, yes, I need help. Like, I'm supposed to go home to my boy, and we're supposed to go to Gothenburg, like the next city. I'm not even near there. And, and before I know it, like, long story short, that person showed up. He's going to that. I wasn't in the city that I lived in. It was a couple of cities away. So I have like probably a 2-hour drive home. He was going to a concert with his friend to my city, to my hometown. And as we stand there talking, there's another guy coming up to I haven't even stepped out of the car yet. There's another guy coming up saying, I figured something happened. I have no idea what that's called. He's the guy you call if you have hit some animal, for them to go out and look for them. So it's to either, help them or shoot them if they're really bad. Do not then also have other people be in danger of that animal being hurt. He shows up and he says, you know what? I'll just go out and look for the deer. It shouldn't be far away. If another minute passes, there's another car coming towards me, pulling up in front of me and saying, did something we see that something happened, but did something happen? Can we help you somehow? We live just not too far away from here, and we can tow your car home, so you can put the car in there for now and deal with the rest of it later, and go with just these guys home to your hometown. I mean, it was just one thing after the other. It just lined up in the most ridiculous, godly given way that I've never experienced, not before and not after. Like, it was ridiculous to the point of, like, what is going on here? What I did feel ashamed of was that I was not driving my car, I was driving my sister's car. And I was like, holy crap, how do I explain it? We were so close to Christmas. And I'm like, I'm going to make a phone call to say, you don't have a car anymore. The car was so damaged. The interesting thing, it was not too damaged for us to be able to move the car into the lot where I could park it. But it was damaged enough for it to just, I couldn't drive that thing. And to the point where I wasn't even hurt. Nothing happened, but it was a wreck. And I gave her that phone call and I was like, I am so sorry. Like, I'm so sorry. I wrecked your car. And she's like, oh my God, you're not going to believe this. I was like, what? My little boy just yesterday said, Mom, I think we need a new car. And she was like, what's wrong with our one? With the one that we got? And he's like, well, I just think we need a new car, and I think it needs to be red. She had a blue one. And he's like, I think we need a red car. And my sister was like, oh, yeah, well, I don't see that happening anytime soon. She was so low in cash. She did not know how to survive Christmas. And what happened when I went to file for insurance for crashing the car. And so she got insurance in cash for Christmas. So they survived Christmas. They got through Christmas because all of a sudden they got all this money that the car was worth to buy Christmas presents. And right after Christmas, she got a red car. And so it almost makes me tear up when I think about it. Like, again, because I was like in shock. And I, for a while there, I thought, and the reason why I tell you this story is there's something is coming through here, Leo, for you today, that you just got to start to trust the universe. And I thought the bad thing that happened, smashing into that deer, there wasn't a bad thing happening. That was me. That was the universe having a situation where I was so in alignment to be able to deal fully with a car crash like that. To understand that I am never left alone. I can be put in the middle of nowhere, pitch darkness, where I've never been more guided in my life. From the moment, like, do you need help? I can go look for the deer. We can tow the car home to our place. You can sit there. It doesn't matter. Like, take Christmas and we're dealing with it later. The boys driving me home to my hometown so that I actually arrive on time for my son's birthday anyway. The insurance money coming out to my sister to save her Christmas. It just continued on like that. It was crazy. And there's something like in that moment that it just shifted things for me to just feel like, okay, I am taken care of. It doesn't matter how ugly it's going to look. Almost the uglier, the more intervention is going to happen. But the thing that was shifting for me was that I had no control. I had given up control because what was I supposed to do? And I didn't even have time to think about what I wanted to do before people started to show up for me. So there's something very, very important here for you to start to trust the universe, that like whatever drought has been going on here, whether it's being in love or you try to manifest things in your life, and like the flood is coming in, the lush green is coming in, and for you to now take a leap of faith. You have come full circle. The lesson is learned. We continue, in my opinion, we continue to learn until we continue to learn. And there's something about you did it. There's the dragon again, like giving you a little nudge, like you can do this. You can do this. You can put yourself out there. But the biggest lesson here is to just surrender, let go and let God, and just start to believe in the universe's power to put you in the situations where you need to be, where you say you want to be. I hope this makes sense in the bigger scheme of your reading. I'm going to move into the extension and see what else I can find there for you. I hope this resonated with some of you guys and it wasn't completely like, what you talking about? So if you're interested, the link to the extension is in the description box. If not, thank you so much for listening and watching, Leo. Take care, guys. Hope to see you soon.